Hello, and this is Rohan, and today, this is gonna be my interim playthrough while, I speed my way through Eternal Punishment Studio Game Plus. And we're gonna be playing Kirby's Mouse Attack, as I know it, but as most people know it, it's Kirby Squeak Squad. So, if you don't already know, I'm a massive fan of Kirby, so And this is also my first time playing this too, because while being a massive fan of this series, I still have, a lot to learn when it comes to this series too. Especially the old titles. I'm pretty familiar with a lot of the newer titles, so So it'd be nice to go back to this game, I guess. So I felt like I wanted to play Squeak Squad because again, it's a game that I'm not so sure how to think about it, to be honest, unless I play it myself. It kind of just feels like kind of a run of the mill Kirby game from the stuff I have saw. So we'll see if anything of that changes when I play through. And like I said, I did want to play something a bit more relaxing. Of course, Kirby definitely fits the bill quite well. So how about we make a start? Not by doing that. You'd probably press the A button. So there we go. There's some other things too, but I doubt I'll be able to do the sub-games that well because I doubt I can do the sub-games that well because they probably require the touchscreen, and I'm not using a mouse or anything like that, so So I'm just gonna dive into the story right now. It's a very weird story, this game, I will admit. Early afternoon in Dreamland. It's so peaceful that even the clouds are drowsy. And now it's Kirby's favorite time of the day, snack time. Today's yummy snack is a sweet, fluffy slice of strawberry shortcake. Time to dig in. Except not really. Oh, the cake Kirby was about to eat has suddenly vanished. That scrunches very top slice of mouth-watering goodness. No doubt about it, this must be the work of that greedy King Deity. Well, there's no time to waste, gotta get that cake back. And that's how Kirby's latest fantastic adventure begins. And we're just gonna be sent right into the fray, so So again, like I said, I'm pretty familiar with this series. So playing this, checking out for the first time, seeing how I feel about it, that's gonna be really fun. So anyway. So solo enemies are squat copy their abilities in order to fight bowls and chest tool. So we'll go over the basic controls there. So you can jump at A, you can double tap the D-pad to run, you can duck with down, you can also do a slide kick. Slide kick is, I guess, a more advanced technique. It even damages enemies too, so But you can also float. There's actually two ways to float in this game, I believe. I think if you mash A it works, and if you press up it works. Pressing up is how all the Kirby games do it, if I remember correctly. From I think I have played Adventure a little bit, so I don't know if I've seen the whole of Adventure or played it myself, but Because I remember my brother being that game. And then you can obviously release a puff of air there. And then of course there's the inhale. And there's even like a super inhale if you press and hold. Like so. That's good to know. Because I have probably seen some people play this again. I'm not super familiar. So we can have a swallow, that's good for copying abilities obviously. And then obviously shoot out stars if we don't want to use an ability. Alright. So let's go for power beam. The beam is like a whip. Wapash. Beam it, beam it, beam it. So we only got one attack, but there's a question mark on the other attack. That's going to be part of the collectibles in this game, which is also kind of interesting. So beam, it does what it normally does. No extra moves in this game though, so That will also go against the power, but I'll show beam a bit longer, so So we'll see again how I feel about this game. Like I said, Am I gonna think it's just, a run-and-walk Kirby game, or do I think there's more to it than that? I guess we'll find out. So yeah. But yeah, from what I can tell, yeah, this game was actually made by the same people who made Amazing Mirror. I can definitely feel that. There's a lot of, it feels like there's a lot of similarities with this game and Amazing Mirror, other than, you know, the open world. So yeah. Anyway, the plot is definitely very strange to this game though, because I think it's one of the few times, or if the only time, that yeah, Kirby actually gets called into action from his, basically for his own sake, basically, because yeah, most of the time, yeah, Kirby does something to help others, but in this game, yeah, he's kind of just helping himself, which I think is very strange, but yeah. It is what it is, isn't it? Anyway. And yeah, that's it. That level's pretty basic, so yeah. Doing anything there, but we did need to heal, so that's good. That's what the food does, obviously. And maybe our first level. And yeah, if you look down there, there was no collectibles in this level, but there is one here, so let's give it a go. And yeah, we got this mechanic. So yeah, tap to pop, power up, you can keep up to 5. So yeah, this is one of Squeak Squad's big mechanics. You can store 5 bubbles in your stomach, I guess. I think that's supposed to be a stomach, so yeah. And yeah, that allows us to get another new ability, Sword. Cut. So Sword, I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be like Amazing Mirror. It actually does have a sword full moves in this game. Something I wasn't actually expecting when going into this, so yeah. And there's actually a couple of different moves. So yeah, we got the regular Sword Slash. We can slash in the air. There's even a slide attack with this too. And then even an uppercut as well. So it's actually, yeah, pretty, a pretty diverse power, to be honest, in this game. Sword should definitely be a very fun one. So let's give it a go, shall we? So yeah, I guess that's another reason why I think the game is quite similar to Amazing Mirror 2. But yeah, we can also use the sword to cut the scenery here. That's obviously going to be quite useful for exploration. And yeah, we can mix things with our bubbles too. And here, that's actually quite useful. Because we got 2 weak healing items, and then we can mix them together to make a better healing item. In fact, the full heal. So yeah, that's really nice. I'm never going to keep that around for emergencies. So yeah, again, it feels not too bad, to be honest. Again, it is definitely, you know, very similar to other Kirby games, but I don't think there's much problem with that, so yeah. And again, this is only the first world, so yeah. Find treasure, move on. Who knows what's inside? So yeah, there's treasure to collect, and we only saw that there was 1, so yeah, all we need to do is just get this to the end, all good, so yeah. So yeah, let's just keep going. Okay, like I said, this is only the first world, so I'm not expecting too much from the game so far. I will say that, yeah, I did test this game to make sure it ran well. I actually did all of the first world, just to make sure it was working properly, and it was. So that's why we're playing it today, so yeah. So we got our first chest, beginning notices it. Listen to this using the song player. There's actually quite a lot of different treasures in this game, and we can see them by looking at collection. And yeah, that's all we can see so far with that. Alrighty, so yeah, let's go on to the next level. There's 2 chests to get this time. I do want that this playthrough is going to be a bit short. I guess we'll see, because yeah, I feel like levels in this game aren't super long, so yeah. Anyway, we got fire. I was showing up a little bit. It says fire burning, which I really like, because yeah, this power does use the fire from fire breath and the burning dash from burning, so yeah. Hot, so hot, too hot to touch. So yeah, you got your fire breath, and then you got your burning dash, so there we go. Fire's always been a pretty solid ability, especially if it does have, you know, both fire and burnings movesets in one, so yeah, like in Superstar for example. I do like having the enhanced movesets. It makes these Kirby games feel a lot more fun, so yeah. Then we got Cutter. I think I might use Cutter in the next stream, depending. So yeah. There's a lot of powers that can be seen as we play through this, so yeah. I definitely want to show what each power is capable of. Hopefully the treasures will help with that. Because yeah, normally they will hide things that needs some powers. Then we can burn that, which I think allows us to move forward, so let's do that. Alright, let's just keep it up. And yeah, like I said, I think I'm gonna swap out to Cutter this time. Remote Cutter Boomerang. So this is a pretty simple boomerang power, and you can aim it. Sort of. It's alright, but I definitely prefer Cutter when it has more moves, like in Adventure Wii, for example. So yeah. And here's another fire, so yeah, I can basically kind of swap. And we have our first mini-boss, Mr. Frosty. I haven't played Amazing Mario, but I do remember that, yeah, he's called Mr. Frosty in this game because translation. But anyway, let's get his power, Ice. Normally if there's a mini-boss, I think it's good to get the power. Anyway, first I'll freeze him, then I'll kick him along. Brr. It only has the Ice Breath at the moment, so yeah. And we'll get some food. Now, Ice actually does kind of a lot here. Obviously, you can, you know, turn the enemy into Ice Cube and not do that. But yeah, another interesting thing about Squeak Squad is the fact that, yeah, you can actually interact with the environment. It's a little bit hard to do here, but it might be a bit easier if, there you go. As you see that, yeah, I can turn the water into ice to walk along it, which is really cool. But yeah, this is something that, yeah, I feel like gets more realized and stylized, but I guess we'll find out in this game, right? Because again, I know, again, this is my first time playing it, so again, that's going to be quite a different experience from what I've seen of it, so yeah. So I got some Gordos, definitely don't touch them, they do a lot of damage to you, so yeah. And we got an all-new power to this game to show off. Animal, and it hasn't appeared since, because I think I saw one video that said that, yeah, this power base got replaced by another, but I'm not so sure which one. But anyway, you love dirt, dig, sweet dirt, dig, 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 can't dig everywhere. So yeah, if you look at the moveset, yeah, it actually has, full swipe. I assume it has a dash, yeah, although it's very weird looking, I think it's a grab. Yeah, it is. Interesting. But of course, like the hint there was, or the flavor text, it's all about digging. And of course, I think we're going to be seeing this power quite a lot, because yeah, they're going to probably hide chests and stuff with the digging, so yeah. So yeah, we'll see about that. But yeah, the dash is definitely very weird, I must admit. Anyway. So yeah, we're just gonna keep digging our way through. But yeah, a lot of new powers in this level to be specific, so yeah. Yeah, we'll get you, so you don't hurt me, and there we go. Let's keep going. It is a cool looking power, I must admit too, but anyway, here's another new mechanic. So yeah, I've got those guys, and judging by the title of the game, I assume that's the Squeak Squad, so yeah. When you grab those big chests, they chase after you, so we need to make sure that they don't grab the treasure. So there we go. I actually got some health ones, so there you go. So again, yeah. I think with being Kirby, it's that, yeah. Actually, we got two things here. Fire Scroll, new ability memorized, and Sound Player. Alright, let's have a look at those two things. So yeah, first have a look at this. So now we got Sound Test, which is cool. Not sure how to play it, actually. I guess a yes, there you go. One thing I had noticed about the soundtrack so far is that, yeah, there's a lot of, what I'm trying to say, these are a lot of remixes. That's one thing I noticed so far, so yeah, but anyway, we got the Scroll for Fire, although we can't see what that does yet, but yeah, the scrolls give your powers new abilities, which is pretty interesting, so yeah. Alright, let's do this level. And hey, we have fire, so let's show it off. And yeah, just like in Superstar, we can now aim at Fire Breath, so yeah. And yeah, I'm pretty sure this is butter building, so yeah. So yeah, let's take the Water Star, nothing else to see here. Let's get going, so yeah. But yeah, most likely, yeah, I'm gonna be making these parts short because yeah, we've been blazing through these levels, but yeah, I assume there might be a lot of replayability with getting those treasures and stuff if they're hard to get. So yeah, we'll see about that. Anyway, we're inside Dee castle now. I kind of actually want to shoot that part, to be honest. So yeah, I'll screen them and then we can have a look. So yeah, but yeah, so far yeah, I'm definitely enjoying myself. And yeah, it's back now. That's good. Because yeah, we kind of already have a good idea of what fire's about now. His spark charge. So the interesting thing about spark in this game, it is yeah, well, it works like spark normally does, but interesting enough, it has plasma's charge up ability in this game too, which is really cool. Also the first Kirby game to do that too. And yeah, that's pretty strong stuff too. Yeah, I really love plasma in Superstar. One of my favorite powers, even though yeah, this one's definitely very different because you don't get a projectile. But again, this is really cool stuff, so yeah. So there we go. Let's go in here. We got another sword, but yeah, I'm gonna keep Spark for the time being. And we got another big enemy there, but yeah, he goes down pretty easily to the charged up Spark. So let's go get this. Yeah, this is a really cool power, I must admit. Can't wait to see what it does to the scroll, because yeah, I don't really know what it could do, to be honest. Yeah, I guess we'll dodge the sword dudes, and yeah, let's go up. Alright, we got some invincibility candy, so yeah, I don't need a charge up. Obviously makes you invincible. So we can just run on through, let's go get this. Oh yeah, I guess another thing I should mention too is why did I pick this game too? Again, I think it's just because, again, maybe it's because it's closer to a modern Kirby game too, when compared to like the Dark Matter trilogy, which I also want to play, so yeah. Do I want fire? You know what, I'll show off what Spark can do with, oh yeah, right. I guess so, yeah, we'll be using fire, because again, we only have a 5 limit, which is kind of annoying, but that's okay. But anyway, we have to fight this dude though. Luckily though, he can't take the fire for us, so I guess he's kind of a mini boss. Not sure he's cool because yeah, still not really super familiar with this game yet, so yeah. And yeah, I can get food out of him. And yeah, I believe we do have to knock down his health. And then we can get out of here. So yeah, you can actually enter the bases, but I don't think there's any point. So yeah. But anyway, there we go. Not bad. And we got 3 things there. A spray paint green, graphic piece, and secret door key. Let's go check those out. So yeah, we have 2 levels now. So yeah, let's go look at collection. So yeah, spray can's pretty simple, but yeah, I can use it to change Kirby's color. And yeah, I think every time we get one, I'm gonna change. So yeah. So now with green, we've got the portrait here. And apparently there's 4 of them. Those remind me of the puzzle pieces of Starlight. And then yeah, we got a key to a secret level in this one. And I think that's what I'm gonna do now. And yeah, I think this will be the final level as well. Yeah, this level's interesting because there's a lot of new powers. So a lot to talk about. So take you out, and yeah, there's a Bio Spark giving us Ninja. So yeah, Ninja's in this game too. So yeah, it works like it mostly does in Superstar. It is a pretty complex ability, but yeah, you can throw actually shurikens in this game. Normally it's kunais, but yeah, you can do that. And yeah, if you press, it's a little difficult. Normally it's when you're near an enemy, but yeah, you can do the quad shot. Although I don't think the shot part of quad shot is in this game, so yeah. At least from what I can tell from the ability. It does have a dive kick. Dive kicks are not too bad, to be honest, I must admit. Gotta be good against bosses. And then, yeah, you can also grab enemies and cling to walls as well. So, yeah. Quite a lot going on with this power. That's why it's a fan favorite in this series, and I'm losing it. So let's grab you. And yeah, again, the ninja stars do quite well against, or the shuriken should be saying, they do quite well at dealing with enemies, so yeah. And yeah, he actually does throw kunais, but yeah, I want to show the grab. I can. Or I could just, you know, keep getting hit. There you go. It's called the air drop. And yeah, Kirby actually has that ability in Smash Bros. As well. So yeah, a lot going on with Ninja. It's definitely one of the more fun powers in Kirby, I must admit. Even if it's not always the best. But anyway, there's another new ability there, technically. So I'm gonna go grab it. It's Sleep. And yeah. And I'm getting a heal. Anyway, let's grab it again. You can pause though. Do not deserve any of my beauty rest. Sleep does nothing. So yeah, as you can see there. I'm gonna use Healing Guy. So yeah, you definitely don't want to get Sleep. You're definitely better off getting Ninja and stuff, so yeah. At least I should not though. But anyway, Bomb is also in this game. Hold, boom, throw. So yeah. Actually quite a lot with this power, as you can see there. But yeah. You can set a bomb and then chuck it. It's not a very fun power just because, you know, you can throw a lot of bombs. But yeah. You can even float with the bomb in this game. That's not normally a thing you can do. But yeah. But yeah, I assume what it's showing there is, yeah, I can place it different places. I assume that's what the third thing was there. And yeah, you can set it down. Actually no, yeah. If I have the bomb out, that's not what I meant to do. And then I press that, I can dash with it, interesting enough. Anyway, what else is there? So yeah, there's also a dash attack, and yeah, that's mainly it. It's a pretty fun power, it's like bomb as well. So yeah, only fun to show it off here. But yeah, one thing I am liking so far is just how diverse the powers are in this game. There's quite a lot of them, so yeah. And yeah, there's even more to come, because yeah, we have Tornado there, so let's go grab that. One of the more broken abilities of the series. Spin, 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 spin. Ah! So yeah, the one is actually very simple. If you don't press B while using it, you'll stay on the ground. But if you repeatedly press B, you fly in the air. Simple as that. And yeah, it's broken. Because yeah, you get invincibility frames while using it. Unless you run to enemy like that. So yeah, bosses don't really stand a chance to you when you could basically make yourself invincible all the time, so yeah. Very fun power. I'll definitely use it against some bosses, see just how much they get destroyed, so yeah. Anyway, and once again another new power. Yeah, I'm basically only talking about new powers at this stage. We have High Jump. Not one of my favorite powers, but it is interesting at the very least. But yeah, Whoosh, Soar, Jump, and Smash. You press the attack button, and you can jump. So here, this is kind of a dick move to be honest. One leads to a door, which I'm pretty sure is a chest. The other one leads to actually something that helps you get extra lives. I guess here we get the best of both worlds, so yeah. So I get our first chest, and we can combine the little Kirby's to make a 1-up. It's 3 of them, but we can make 2 as well. That will also help out, but anyway, we have another new power. Well, I think do a good job of getting it though. Because we need the Parasol to get Parasol. The sun shines on this Parasol mine. Where I walk, enemies walk, and I float gently down. So yeah, it's got its regular attack. And you can also hold the Parasol too to shield yourself. And yeah, one of the main gimmicks about it is, yeah, you can slowly float down. So there we go. Again, like I said, yeah, the variety in powers of this game is pretty good. I am assuming that, yeah, this EX stage gave us some extra ones, which is why there's, like, so many, but yeah. Also, the flying is definitely, you need to get used to it a little bit, especially in this game, but anyway. But yeah, Parasol, yeah, kind of a meme power of sorts, but I think it's pretty fun, so yeah. So there we go, run across that. And yeah, there's our chest. But again, we have another power, another complicated power too. Fighter. Go for it, champion. So yeah, this is definitely based off a fighting game of sorts. I assume Street Fighter. So yeah. Hey, you can go for that. You can go for combos too. By pressing B a couple of times. You also got a spinning kick, another dive kick, just like the ninja. And yeah, for the first time in this series, you get Hadoukens. So yeah, I was. It's actually kind of shocked me. Yeah, this is actually the first game to have them. But I don't think. I know in Adventure Wii, there's you can, if you input it like a Hadouken, it fires off immediately. You don't need to charge it. So yeah, I'm not so sure that's a thing in this game, but yeah, there's also the dash attack. Or just that. There's also a dash attack. And I'm getting hit. Trying to show off my moves. Yeah, we'll just use that. Right, that's the dash attack. Yeah, it is. And there's also an uppercut. Not a bad ability either. Yeah, fire, yeah, and you can also throw enemies too. So yeah, there's a lot going on with this power. And yeah, having the Hadoukens is very cool, I must admit. So anyway, let's get out of here now because yeah, we got another Squeak coming after us. And also power. So yeah, at least there's Hyuka. And yeah, we got him too, so that's good. Let's just get out of here. No need to fight if we don't need to. And I missed that, unfortunately. So yeah, that was a pretty entertaining stage there because yeah, a lot of new powers are shown there. And there we go. We got a graphic piece, part of another big picture, and vitality. So we can even extend our health, which is really cool too. So yeah, there we go. Again, I think we'll end off here. And then we'll finish off Prison Plains in the next part. But yeah, before we do that, let's obviously look at collection. So yeah, we got the obviously the vitality. And yeah, there's actually 8 pieces here. I know you could get extra health in Amazing Mode too, so I guess again another similar to that game. And we start on another picture, so there we go. So yeah, again I'm having lots of fun so far, and I can't wait to see what the rest of the game has to hold too. Again, yeah, the large amount of powers is definitely one thing that I'm really enjoying so far, and the fact that yeah, they do have movesets in this game too. Again, it's not as in-depth as Superstar, that's for dang sure, and also, of course, Adventure Wii. I call it Adventure Wii, that's why it's called here. I'm pretty sure it's actually Return to Dreamland because when it got released on the Switch, it was actually called Return to Dreamland. Again, look, every game show this time had different names in Europe for some reason, including this one, so yeah. I'm not so sure what that's all about, but yeah. But yeah, it's not as in-depth as that, and also, yeah, you do need to unlock more skills for them too, but yeah, I guess that's another interesting part about it, so yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we made some very good progress through Prison Plains, and yeah, next time I think we're gonna be beating it, and then yeah, finding our first boss. And yeah, if you know your Kirby, you might be a little bit surprised to know who the first boss is, so yeah, even though the story might makes it kind of obvious, let's admit, so yeah. So anyway, look forward to that, and I'll see you guys again for that.